So guys, today's video is probably one of the most serious I've ever recorded here on the channel, and I don't want to beat around the bush about the topic. Technoblade, one of the biggest Minecraft content creators in history, was diagnosed with cancer. And before anything else, I'd like to inform you that all the revenue generated from this video will be donated to an institution directly related to cancer. Obviously I didn't have to do this, but this is a very important cause that needs support, and I'll post the proof on my Twitter just so no one questions me later. Anyway, anyone who's interested, follow me there at Amin77. This video is essentially informative since I know that a lot of people here in Brazil don't speak English and wouldn't be able to know what's been happening with Tekno. I've already posted an exclusive video about him and his achievements on the channel and mentioned him multiple times during the Dream Survival multiplayer and in the Mr. Bishi video. So I'm sure that many of you here in Brazil really liked him and would like to know about his health status and why he disappeared. On August 27th, Technoblade posted a video titled Where I've Been. He maintains a calm, humorous tone throughout the video, making the serious news unexpected. He starts by promoting the new merchandise in his store, which in this case are some pig plushies, something really cute. Then he goes on to tell what really happened. He says that in recent months he has been collecting equipment to increase the video frequency on the channel. Tekno worked hard to gain recognition on YouTube. Once achieved, his upload frequency decreased significantly. He said he wants to post at least one video per week starting in August instead of going months without posting. Unfortunately, his plan was interrupted when he started feeling a really annoying pain in his right arm. Initially, Technoblade thought it was because he played excessively. According to him, our hero has been playing video games since the age of 5. And since this was his profession now, the time he spent in front of screens and actually playing games had increased significantly. It could even be tendinitis, which is a disease caused by excessive repetition of the same movement. This can happen to you if you keep clicking, trying to get those 20 clicks per second. But anyway, to fix the problem, Teknoblade decided to take a break to focus on other goals and not use his computer for a while. Surprisingly, his pain persisted. Days after the break, he noticed in the mirror that his arm was swollen. According to him, the first idea that came to his mind was that he had broken a bone, which also says a lot about the pain he was feeling. With no clear prospect of improvement, Tekno finally decided to schedule an appointment to understand what was happening. So, on August 2nd, the doctors ran some tests and discovered that the swelling was a malignant tumor, in other words, cancer. When the information was revealed, the vast majority of people thought Technoblade was joking. They were concerned not because they doubted it could happen, but due to his tone when discussing it. Tekno has been handling the situation with remarkable strength. Maybe some of you know people, know relatives who have faced a situation as delicate as Technoblade's, and you know how hard that is. This would be the perfect kind of opportunity to make a viral and flashy video, but he didn't do that. He revealed it calmly, without victimizing himself, relaxed, joking with a black thumbnail and a non-clickbait title. And don't get me wrong, of course Technoblade is feeling down about the situation, but it's admirable that he doesn't treat it with sensationalism. Quite the opposite, he handled it with good humor, maturity and strength. Right after talking about the diagnosis, Technoblade followed up with a comment in a humorous tone. I feel a bit silly talking about this with the blocky game in the background. Many people noticed, both in the comments and in the community in general, how his willpower is unshakable, as shown by this comment here. The fact that he's making me sad, making me laugh and keeping me entertained just shows how strong this man is, and that's really true. He also said that he feels weird promoting his new merchandise in this video, adding a comment and a joking tone. I feel a little weird promoting my merchandise in the same video, like, hey guys, I have a terrible disease, now buy my plushies. But according to him, the plushies took a long time to be ready, and he was really looking forward to promoting them, so cancer would never be able to stop that. He also said that, to be honest, he could have made things even weirder. According to him, I could have put a giant red arrow pointing at my tumor with a text saying, I might die, this is not clickbait. From that perspective, discussing cancer with Minecraft in the background isn't so strange after all. And he would be totally right if he did that, especially because it wouldn't be a lie considering he has a diagnosis. But anyway, after Technoblade received this information, he was transferred to another hospital with specialized cancer treatment. He said that he's waiting for his treatment plan to be determined, but the doctors still need to run a few more tests. He also said that he suggested cutting his arm off because he's so good he could play with his feet, which, as we know, isn't a lie. As exciting as this statement is for his fans, he still manages to put a smile on our faces. The doctors sent him back home for a week while they worked out his plan. He said it was a pretty strange week because he stayed at home without treatment, looking at the tumor and thinking, "Hey Mr. Tumor, you need me to live, so do me a favor and hold on for a bit." He has begun chemotherapy, but sarcastically explained that the process has been tough for him. He recalled saying he'd cut his hair every time he reached a new creative peak on the channel. He recommends daily videos during chemotherapy treatment. It's Technoblade's ability to come up with really funny jokes in situations like this that really impresses us. He's undoubtedly a strong guy. Another example, he said that in recent days, he has been making calls to distant relatives with the purpose of telling them about the illness. However, the people who reacted the worst to this news were the ones responsible for the life insurance. Until then, he said he was a 22-year-old guy who didn't even need to go to the doctor, and suddenly he had cancer. In his own words, he said they are the real victims here, and also Technoblade asks for a favor. Due to his weak immune system, he said that if he comes into contact with a virus or bacteria, he will, in his own words, explode. In the video, Technoblade's sole request is for people to get vaccinated. We can apply this to our lives, the need for vaccination and the fact that his only request in this situation has global significance, which is quite noble considering that we are in this situation. Vaccination is now available for those under 17. If you follow the channel and it's available in your area, please don't hesitate to get your first dose. Technoblade also says that it's really complicated for cancer patients when hospitals get crowded with cases of diseases that already have prevention methods. In addition, he brought more updates about how he was feeling after chemotherapy. He says that in the first few days, it seemed pretty calm, but a few days later, Technoblade couldn't even find words to describe the exhaustion, but he gave an example so we could understand a little bit of his struggle. He was sent home to rest after a session, and a few days later, he had an online meeting with a doctor. He said sitting in the chair for over an hour was a huge challenge, comparing it to the Olympics. Please value your health. Technoblade will have to go through a difficult treatment, but hopefully it won't be the same for you. Maybe all you have to do is get a shot to ensure greater safety for yourself and for those you love, so don't argue. Life is too short for us to waste it on irrelevant moments. We are not immortal, but we can try to be eternal, so enjoy every moment and give it your all. Technoblade says he's feeling much better and asked people not to worry too much, which we all know is pretty hard right now. However, there's still more great news. The support for Technoblade has been really strong across all platforms. Let's remember the phrase from the video comments. Technoblade never dies. Cancer is terrible, but we should keep this motto in mind. A phrase spoken over the years, and now it makes a lot of sense as a way to support our hero, the Minecraft genius. I fear cancer more than Technoblade. He likely studied all the PvP strategies to fight cancer. I sincerely wish you a swift recovery. Technoblade defeated Dream and will overcome cancer. Technoblade never dies. Stay strong, King. The fact that you can sit down and joke about this shows that your mindset is going to beat this horrible disease, and that's exactly right. Technoblade has even beaten Dream, as we've already seen in another video here on the channel. Technoblade has defeated an egg-worshipping group and an entire army nearly single-handedly. Most importantly, Technoblade never dies. Let's show support outside Minecraft by taking care of our health and staying safe. Technoblade won't lose this battle, and we won't stop supporting him. The hashtag TechnoSupport started on Twitter, so comment it below to wish our hero strength. Minecraft, Brazil, and the world stand with everyone facing any calamity. Whether it's illnesses like cancer, depression, or family problems, social issues, I'm sure that in the end we will all win. Life is made up of phases, and those who persevere will get through each one of them, and in what's to come, something even better still awaits us. A kiss for those who want it, a hug from behind for those who don't. May you all be well.